absolutely no sound. Oh, no, it's okay. I have no idea how loud it is, but we'll find out at some point. Actually, probably I need to increase the volume to something like this. Yeah, okay. I think there's a little bit of background, which is unfortunate. I'll see what I can do about that at some point. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, this is a hand. Holy basado. I'm so tempted to keep shit. Oh, I'm so tempted to keep there's an antil, there's a petty. What's the worst that can happen? Ah. Sleeve fight. Alright, this is 47 card Hosh. What we're going to do here, we always start with petty. Go away. Alright, this never goes wrong. Oh god. Oh, that's not good. He never goes back. He always has something better to do. Yeah, he's got something better to do. This other off the book is good. We want to log jam on remote. So petty. That's fine. Draw. It's very good. Okay. Drops. We're clearly not using this lock jam. Let's go into true jam. Very good start for him. Slash and burn. Interesting. Active this hedge fund always. Camera goes in the bin. Is it here? And hedge. So lockdown is at 3. This is fine. There's no ban, huh? We're good to go. Just keep going. Should I have? Oh my god! I realized I could have pushed the basalt. Fuck! What am I doing? Damn. Okay, that's a throw. What was I thinking? Yeah, I was kind of like, my brain was alt tapped there. God damn. Yep. So 7 credits. I wonder if Aug wants to poke. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's value in him poking. Poking HQ. Like, it's not even just about the fly swatter threat. It's like I always res. I have 19 bloody credits. Oh, this should so have been a fucking result push. What was I doing? I drew this slash exactly. So bad. If I lose, it's probably from this decision, honestly. Something to listen to, so you all won't be able to hear it. I've got like this is like my first stream in a year. Give me a bit of slack, right? Just gonna do this. Yeah, I'll fix like my audio settings and shit. Click withdraw. Okay. There's no way he can go like rising tide pop fermenter run, right? That loses to too many things, probably. How big is this logjam? 1, 2, 3. Strength 3 plus 3 steps 5 plus 4, 9. Oh my god, does he have it? Oh my god. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. Half shot. Okay, so what you're telling me is I can cook this? Can I cook this? Can I go half shot over top? Go to 13, advance twice, leave it. Then how do I then read off the books for math. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Watch list is new. This is not in like the regular Reg lists. Oh boy, oh that's not good. Oh, that is not good. Huh. So there's no point ever to rest this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I was not expecting Rising Tide Plus, so that's on. This was a 5 credit. He has to draw here, if not he loses to you know what. There we go. Is there a point to burning 4 cards here? We'll start with this. Oh, that's just insulting. That is just insulting. What's the install? Tuning. I don't expect them to be running this time. I want to pop anything unlikely. Okay, very good. should have put back the hedge fund maybe. Okay. Maybe I should have shuffled back the... Oh wow. I'm raising this. Oh my god, he crashed? What the? Interesting. Okay. Maybe he just wins here. Oh, that's nice. That's not nice. Right. Yeah, I definitely threw on the Bazout, not installing the Bazout. I had the turn. Alright, let's swap sides. Yeah, I'm not happy with how I played that game, but that's how it goes. BTL, right? I like all these cards individually together, though. 44 cards. I think he's rushing. Stoneship is fine. Carpe Bounty is good. Guru's like okay to rush. Like I mean, it looks really weird, but I think this is keepable. Maybe I just get punished here though. HQ. Thank you. Very cool. Withdraw, so it should be jamming up. That comes again. This. I would just get away archives first. It's completely free. Guru Kamen Bravado. Guru Bravado. What are the odds that this is a staff car? You would never. I'm playing loose today, fuck it. Yeah. Okay, anthill please. Fuck. Winchester could be really annoying. 6-7 credits to deal with. Run R&D first. Colossus isn't a thing. Staff guy isn't a thing. think I don't want to challenge it quite yet. So odds of this being Winchester is like quite high, right? Did you draw anything? No. Okay, sure. Maskirovka. HQ. Alright. Just copy. We start with copy. Seems okay. Do I want Game Dragon down? Shouldn't matter. That's fine. I feel like he shouldn't rest anyway. Oh, it's a mist. That's okay. That's fine. Oh. Well, shit. Info on archives ice. I guess we want info on archives ice. Last one to high was the discard at some point. God damn, what is marking HQ? That's not bad though. I think we're okay. So this is what lockjaw, most likely. So that's the problematic one. It's very far from doing anything though. I just need a mark. I just need a mark. Goes the I mean, we can still do it. Okay. That's a good rip though. Oh my god. Stop doing this. this, brother. I should have considered mounting double advanced, to be perfectly honest. What's it? Advanced archives, what the? Can't speak English. Is this another tree line? Yes. Interesting. Should probably pinhole. I need to hit it to come out. What is this? There we go. Yeah. Okay. We'll see if this is the third Tukana. Is it off the books? Eminent. Yeah, we pops this in. Okay, well, makes sense. Holy shit. What did that? Ah, no, it's an early, of course. Very good. Now we have another transfer income. So this is not a thingy. You know, R&D is the mark. Transfer first. I need to hit my twinning. It's not a twinning. What is this? It's not a Malaput, it's not a Tukana. That was good. Okay. Bounce. Sure. Nevada. There it goes. I definitely don't need this anymore. So what are we looking for? We're looking for twinning weak. The hell? And we'll start with archives. Obviously. And to was the disk. Something happened there. Look, I forgot. I even forgot. where that came from. Okay, it's just boomerang run, yeah. No funny business. I could have put down this game value if it's credit neutral on this run. That's whatever. interesting. GG, right. That was slightly reckless of me. I'm not playing like the tightest, but it was good enough. I'm far ahead enough, it doesn't matter. Oh, we have actually people in chat. Alright, hello everybody. I see Fox, John up, what's up? Hey Droids, hey Chris, Larea. Okay, yeah. I think I will do the review, at least of the, both of these games weren't that long. I think I will do these reviews. Right. I'm gonna need him to leave the game first before I do that, but okay, so, we're back. Hello everybody. Can I do a chat pop-up? We can do a chat pop-up. There we go. I feel like I should be able to do this on OBS itself, but it seems to have disconnected somehow, and I've not been streaming, back streaming for long enough to remember how to fix it. Either way, yeah, 6 turns, 15 turns, 2 Wayland losses, nothing to see here. Alright, let's dive in and see. Okay, let's check what the view is looking like. Zoom a little bit out. Is this fine? It's a little bit small, but it looks okay. Alright, so this is a objectively extremely risky keep, especially against Hoshiko, right? Yeah, of course I don't know the mulligan decision yet, but you have to expect if I go petty tree line until Odd will always check HQ. Let me just confirm this. Yeah, Odd will always check HQ, so like the chances of him sniping something like super high is like 2 in 3, but I'm playing like super loose tonight, and I think his deck, I think against not Hoshiko, this is like a fine keep, like it's like super okay. Okay, so question, do you ever like me being the type of player I am, I will keep this and I will stand by that, right? Right, alright, droids, turn up volume. Alright, let me settle this. Alright, is this better? Well, this is as high as it's gonna go, so okay. So yeah, me being the type of player I am, I think I will stand by keeping this even though it's objectively very sketchy. So I'm fine with this. Hated, blah blah blah. Who gives a shit about pleasantries? Overrated anyway, etc. etc. Right. Anyway, hope the volume's better. So it was a keep. So he kept fermented bus. Oh my god, opening bus, open cake bus. He didn't drop the cake. Huh. Scoring cop 0-2. Feels bad. Yeah, I mean, I definitely threw. I could have pushed the Basalt out with the We'll see. We'll get to it later. So Mando Fly Swatter. So this opens up a line for me to go 3-line Fly Swatter Antil and hold Petty Cash. And this like works against everything, against not Botulus. Actually, it even beats Botulus because it's Fly Swatter. Wait. It beats blind Botulus. But if it goes like run Botulus, run back, which I don't expect. I don't expect in his range. I don't think that's his range. And even then, I keep Petty Cash, and now the Botulus is on a Fly Swatter that I can override without anyway. So okay, so yeah, that's it doesn't beat Botulus in all cases, but it beats it in a strategic sense because the Botulus isn't going on a 3-line. So I think you could justify 3-line Fly Swatter, remote Fly Swatter Antil, right? And then like in a lot of situations when Auggy doesn't open raindrops, he doesn't run HQ, he runs R&D instead. And when you like especially with like this, I mean, of course I don't see the open, right? But he has a getaway. He's if ice is on HQ, he's going to get away R&D and take his flip there, right? And maybe he pokes the remote. I'm fine with that. The downside is that 3-line is on HQ instead of remote. Am I okay with that? I think I have enough ice and it's in the deck and it's early enough in the game that I am okay with that, and concede my turn 1 trigger. So Auggy will know that I kept this hand but didn't take a Nuvem turn 1, which means that this has to be an Antil in server 1. Does that influence his play? Maybe. Like he probably, like if he thinks this Antil, he can probably deduce that this is a 2-cost ice, 2 cost or lower, which is actually in this deck only Fly Swatter and Descent. So only if it's only Fly Swatter Descent, he can make the hard read of get away, buzz, or run remote. That is like a super, like I think I don't know, you know, Magnus Carlsen, if Magnus Carlsen played Netrunner, Magnus Carlsen could make that play. I don't know if anyone else, like anyone could deduce that play though. It's such a high level read. Does that make me any less likely to do it? I don't know. I think if I just thought for like 2 seconds about my turn 1 play, I would have done it. But yeah, I think Antil Fly Swatter 3-line HQ is perfectly justifiable because like Hosh doesn't usually run HQ turn 1 against ice unless it's raindrops, but then you don't raindrops HQ ice if there's remote ice because you want to poke. So you normally go like raindrops remote, run R&D. In this case it would be getaway R&D. But okay. Blah, blah, blah. So but we do this instead of the thing, and off the books gets ripped here. So getaway HQ. This is extremely normal. I accept this. I had accepted this possibility. So it goes off the books. This is like the second best outcome, and even the second best outcome is not good. So yeah. And I do know Auggy is like a very aggressive player, right? Defensive Unu doesn't come down here, importantly. He goes Fermenter and... Oh, we'll draw Fermenter. Okay, yes. This is probably... Yeah, this is a lot better than Defensive Install. So Antil goes down, off the books, Lockjam, Petty Cash, from the bin, of course. So the play here is... am I worried about this Antil getting contested the options. I'm not playing around botulus yet. Of course, I know it's like a possibility, but I am not playing around that just yet because I have fly swatter in front. I can put fly swatter in front of it, and that defends reasonably. But I think in the absence of a Nuvem trigger, I just click the thing here. Mills a pivot. I don't. What's the turn 1 mill 3 line, right? Yeah. So something like nothing I really care about too much. Notable, there's 0 cards in archives face up now, so logjam is not good. Click 2 is draw. I still have 3 clicks, right? So yeah, so click 1 draw is like obvious. Hedge fund is good for next turn. So this is, I want logjam on the remote, which is, so that's what I said in game, and that's what I'm saying here. Of course, if I know he has botulus, then fly swatter is like super good on the remote as well, but I need HQ ice like now, right? Does that mean it's better to logjam HQ? Like, okay. No, sorry, I mean, I should say that in a different way. That wasn't like very clear. Like, let's say we go fly swatter remote, logjam HQ. That defends against the botulus which you don't know is there, right? This fermenter is ticking. Technically, we can get some equity fly swatter into fermenter, but I don't think he ever face checks, especially when you're already flipped and you want to get flipped back. Right? And HQ, you walk into Winchester, you walk into Afshar. These are like face checks. You like why are you taking these face checks? Yeah, logjam HQ set rest, of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't intend to rest HQ logjam. I don't think. Like the game plan is put this on the remote anyway. So yeah, I think yeah. So this ends up being the play. Fly swatter hard and the run against like a poke against 5 cards in 5 points in HQ. So perfectly fine. And this is just setting up. And currently we are fine into any 1 card. Like I don't think even Rising Tide gets past here. I mean more to the point, I think install Rising Tide run is a little sus. Okay, we do have a raindrops though. So we go raindrops. Nothing too fancy. Auggy is just trying to force a res, any res, and I'll oblige here. Obviously the better res. Draws a Stone Ship Jargon. Okay, interesting. Draw. It's a paladin. So this is a easy Keiko paladin turn. Yes. Yeah. I think I underestimated how much money that this would generate even in the course of a couple turns. Whatever. Okay, we draw Descent Slash and Burn. As far as I'm aware, this is still a very defensible server. We have only asset for logjam, but click 1 hedge fund will solve that, and it's always the play. We burn a hammer, don't care about that. Up to 20 credits. Yeah, so this is the play, this is the time. Turn 3, I make the first like major mistake of the game, which is I go install advance, but I install advance the wrong agenda. Right? Because we will see that I am given the space to push this, but I'm only given 1 turn. I'm not given 2, and it, like the subsequent play is like really bad, really bad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So Auggy, click what draws the botulus. Okay, so that's what happened. He didn't have access, botulus access, and now he goes. He draws the botulus, and now he's thinking, maybe he can go here. He has Paladin Keiko, so this botulus is a free install technically, and he wants to play around fly swatter, very wise, and it is logical to assume double ice types, but similarly it's as easily be double barrier, right? It's either barrier colocate or barrier barrier. Hammer on this board is like not unreasonable, but not. It's not the end of the world if a hammer gets face checked on this board, I think. So he does play around Fly Swatter. So okay, so what are you playing around? You're playing around. Okay, what you need to play around on this remote contest, right? You need to play around hammer as much as you can. You need to play around Fly Swatter purging the fermenter, right? So he gets rid of the fermenter first. He puts the botulus down on the tree line, where like even a Fly Swatter rest is mitigated because you are ready to go back next turn directly. So this is about as good as it gets in terms of contesting. So hammer here would kill like paladin botulus, which is like quite bad. But Auggy is also a very aggressive player, right? So like I can totally see him making this play. And I think it makes sense. It just makes sense. So lockgem is the rest, very straightforward. So now he has complete his total information about the server. And I somehow didn't clock that he had 13 credits at that turn, which is really completely on me. So I draw this Afshar, right? So imagine if this off the books was the Basalt, right? I could slash advance, get my Nuvem trigger, and keep Basalt for the slash on the archives run. And I have a pivot in the bin, which means that if he runs, oh no, it's not threat yet, so never mind, ignore me. But I hold Basalt. Yeah, I hope Basalt, and actually, I mean it depends, right? If he installs his board, not that he has a reason to install his board because I am not putting anything in the remote. But if he installs the board, runs archives, I can decline to take back the slash. I take back the pivot instead, and then pivot measured, Basalt measured, GG. So that was a line. And that's, yeah, so, but, you know, so that was the hypothetical. What happens if, I've gone to, what, 16, 14 credits? 14 credit, 14 credit total after the Basalt score, slash and burn in archives. You run it, you risk-ish dying, but not really, you know what I mean. But yeah, so we're here now, and then so Aug is what, 8, 9, 10 cards, 11 cards deep. So the question is, should I be playing around double breaker install? I don't think so, right? 11 cards deep, double breakers, playing 2 of each. Yeah, it's so hard. Yeah, it's not an Afshar. I think Auggy is like, I think you can make a very confident read that this is a colocate. But I don't think that changes the math of whether you can go for this play, because like you at most have 1 click to draw and then install run. Which is also not correct, because you go install run, you go to 4 cards. Okay, so you don't die to single measure, even if you steal an agenda here. So that's like justifiable. But the plan is advance, advance, leave it. The option, the alternative, of course, was triple advance. Triple advance, get your counter and get out. So if I had done that, it's likely if triple advance, get out, pull the above the law. Pull the above the law. He probably makes this same play. Would that have changed anything? Huh? Would that have changed anything? Like, I don't have this after I go. I'm on 12 credits. I'm on 12 credits. He still goes on this above the law, but he only needs to install the rising tide and not the bustle. So it's 4 credits richer. Because I think I have to expect he has a single. Okay, I don't have to expect, but I think it's reasonable to assume rising tide access. I do know it has to be rising tide. It can't be on Botulus. Is not enough, and I don't expect him to be on. Sorry, I don't expect him to be on Botulus and Boomerang. Really hard. Really hard. Yeah, what was the plan here? So the plan here was to double advance, and if it doesn't get contested, I go advance, score with a counter, install advance, and then install advance, and then off the books for math. Advance score, install advance, I go to 9. Math, install math goes to 6. So that insulates against logjam tree line, against the Botulus, right? But all that means is that Aug would need to get rising tide access instead of being able to cheese through logjam, which I don't think there's a way to cheese through logjam in this deck anyway. So he would have had to have rising tide anyway, which means the math install purge is a question of economics rather than breaker access. And does that math change anything on 13 credits? Because he would need rising tide plus bustle is 5. 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here again. 5 plus 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 credits here. I'm trading my off the book counter and 3 credits for 14 credits. But he can't get in, right, because of Paladin. So this wasn't even a good play. I should have just taken my fucking counter and gone. Well, okay, this is a good play if I don't think he has Buzz or Rising Tide, yeah? Which I was just saying, it's turn 4, I don't think you have both. It turns out he didn't have just both, he had all 3. Unluck. Yeah, but yeah, he just goes install. He has he can make a hard read that this is a cold gate. Blah blah blah. Yeah, focus offloads and games are kind of booked from here. So the funny thing is, if I click one, I think my line is click one draw. Actually. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to click one draw. I will see the spin, which is a bit of a shame. So it's not measured response, which means I don't instantly win. Good to know. It was very close though, because I think my click after the... Yeah, this is a shame. Yeah. So the question now is value measured, yes or no? I'm not sure actually. I think if we were, oops. So over here, right? Mendo measured response. I think there is a can you go measure install advanced? That's like so ballsy. So ballsy. The funny thing is if it was the other way around, if Aug didn't have the cards instead of not having the credits, this is much more justifiable play, right? Because you force him down to 0 credits. You force him down to 0 credits and then you jam. And then he has to get through lockjam after. Doable, but not likely. He would need like probably strike fund. Yeah, he needs a credit strike fund run, something like that. Yeah, but like this, he takes the he will just take the 4. If I go install advance, he just runs back. So we descend. I should have clicked one drawn, just saying. Then we click 2 draw. We are very sad. Just install. So gotcha. Get a twinning. Makes a lot of sense. Then get fermenter down. So we go spin. Shuffle 2 cards, click 1 is draw. What are we drawing for? We're drawing for something to put inside here. No, we have 2 things to put inside here already. We are looking for... we are just drawing because we know we're going to go install, and the last card is going to be draw, so we might as well draw. Yeah, sure. Run this wall to wall. Root comes out. Honestly, I think this is not a good res. This is not a good. Not a good trash, I should say. We do go echelon. Run. See 3 cards. Math. Perch. 3rd card is the Berserk, which is again losing Berserk, which is a little bit unfortunate, right? But again, I'm not going to say anything about that because I did super misplay the first Berserk. What was the plan? Like, he's like just dead here, right? To double measure? Come on now, Augustus. You. Did I get scammed at the last moment? Oh, I didn't even know what was happening here. I was like super not paying attention. Oh my god, I think I got scammed. Yeah, I think I got super scammed. Oh well. Yeah, if this wasn't, yeah, because he knows I'd have at least the last turn. How long ago was that? 2 turns ago. Yeah, I've had like maybe 4 draws or something, 4 or 5 draws to find a second measure. Oh, he doesn't know how many measured I have, right? He knows I don't. He only knows I don't have 2. I've had 5 draws to draw 1 or 2 measures. And so this was extremely risky. Like the things, even if it didn't purge, like the fermenter, clicking the fermenter for 2 only takes him to 7, and he doesn't like have a. Oh no! Wait, he goes to 9 because of the flip. I mean, would he have done it? Kind of have to. You can't install Stone Ship. You can't install Stone Ship. That only takes you to. You'd be at 4 cards. You go to 5. Yeah, the stone chip is the stone chip is same as click to draw. Yeah, so if he didn't hit the math and he didn't hit an agenda, he would have to click fermented to survive. He goes to 9. I can measure him down to. Okay, so I can anthill him. Oh, yeah, I can anthill, pop the first measure. And I don't know, honestly. Like, if he takes the creds, it's really difficult to say. But yeah. This was a lucky hit. The card underneath, not so lucky. Right, GG. Yeah. I mean, I got super overzealous. Like, I should have pushed the Basalt instead of off the books. I don't know what I was thinking. Second game. We'll need to check the. I will need to check the mark rolling. Let's go to one review. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. This was a mulligan. What was the? Oh yeah, this is super. This is a super. Go ahead. Yeah, this is an easy mulligan. Goes Fly Swatter to M Dom. Double M Dom. So this is not an amazing hand, but it's like if you draw another ice, it's playable. If you do not draw another ice, you go click one draw, hedge fund, good. That's like the second best thing to draw after an ice, probably. Maybe it's better than ice, but you need an ice eventually. My god, brother, this guy is on how many Tucana? Jesus. Okay, Fast on HQ is forced. This one is also forced. Nothing much to say here. So I roll archives. There is an argument to go stone chip draw first. But whatever. Yeah, I would have drawn Nuka open market. This ended up being better. Right? Discard second info bounty. Very straightforward. Draws Biawak, tree line, and pushes the wall. Yeah, and over here I make another extremely unwarranted play. Yeah, this wall-to-wall gets him kind of back into the game. So this is an easy click 1, click 2. And of course I can make this read. I mean I obviously didn't do the math. I'm supposed to go Kuru run and not Kuru. I mean, am I supposed to think it's a wall-to-wall or a... Okay, so the thing is, this could be anything. It could be an upgrade. I don't know he's on Tucana. Not for sure, although I know he's been talking about Tucana before. I'm not taking that into consideration though. It could be an eminent domain. It could be above the law, right? These are all like things that cost less than 3. Yeah, I'm just trying to evaluate this particular run. Like, if I assume that the biggest thing can resi is a tree line, it's not going to be a logjam. No fucking way. I assume this is going to be a tree line, so... and I know that I'm going to run it. So if I don't contest, the play is just open market stone chip past the turn, right? But I choose to contest. And that means we're debating Kurupira run or Kurupira Bravado. Kurupira Bravado loses to exactly wall to wall. If there's a Zato there, it's like spicy also. Like Zato, I mean it's not spicy yet, but you know what I mean. I was worried about Winchester HQ, but that's a little bit later. So Kuru Bravado is at 12. I pay 6. I pay 6 plus 4 is 10. Yeah, so I'm exactly 1 credit off being able to trash wall to wall. The other punish is Zaro, like we talked about. The other punish Malapert, I wouldn't have trashed it anyway. The good trashes Tucana, Antil, Charlotte. I don't know that he would put Charlotte in there on last click, but I guess he has no other place to put it without having to discard. Maybe if it's a Charlotte, you discard a spare Tucana instead of you advance the tree line instead of exposing the Charlotte in the remote, because like a non-zero chance it gets pinholed, right? Wait, I had a click left over. Holy shit, what was I doing? I had a click left over. So I can't just click for a credit in Bravado. Okay, yeah, well, we should have done the math on that. There's a tree line, blah blah blah. Fucking chat. Yeah, so he gets back into the game. Yeah, this is just objectively bad, right? If I have a click left over, I should just do the math and realize that this is a wall-to-wall blowout. Yeah, like if I click for credit, I am at 7 credits here and no clicks, and that's like fine because it doesn't have a wall-to-wall, right? Like, and then his next turn is maybe like Tucana, Eminent, Advanced Tree Line. Which honestly is quite scary. Actually, no, it's Tucana. No, he doesn't. He never does that because like it's way too dangerous. Because I can just get in for another 5. And I have like this info bounty going and 2 centrals are nice, so he has to respect that. Yeah, we will know later on that this that I get HQ mark a bunch and I'm too scared to run because of the threat of Winchester. Yeah, but this is like this let him get back into the game is really bad. Hello, hello Andre. Yeah, I just did my async round with Augustus. We had a runner split, and this is the second of the 2 games that I'm just going through the replay over. I guess saying it's a runner split is a little bit of a spoiler, so apologies. But yeah, so this was like really bad. I should really have clicked for a credit here. This was like really unacceptable. Really unacceptable. I was on Nuvem, yes. I made a very bad mid-game call. I say mid-game, it was turn 3. I installed the wrong agenda and got super blown out. Okay, wall to wall comes down. Yeah, the game kind of stalls out for a couple of turns here. We're just both like doing things. So wall to wall does the thing, and like he's like, oh my god, where all this agenda is coming from? Let me install. Oh my god, it's a Biawak on R&D. And he discards a second Tucana. Makes sense. I will see this Tucana later, and that does inform my pinhole decision. Marcus HQ, I'm annoyed. Any other server, even R&D, I'm okay to face check. But not HQ. So I'm just drawing here. I see this class act. I'm almost certain I want to install this. What am I doing other than installing this class act? Getaway archives install common is like justifiable because I need to get down this command to defuse Winchester. Droids ICU, yeah. The problem is I believe the online magazine starts at midnight for me, so like if at all I can maybe do. I can't even promise like anything, stream operating, yeah, I kind of yeah, okay, stream operating is completely out of the question because of the timing. If I am awake, I will pop in if and see if there's a need for forecasting. Like if I'm awake, like either at the first couple rounds or the last couple rounds. That's all I can promise. Okay, so what's the play here? Getaway, archives, common, class act. Oh, we poke. Okay, yeah. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, that's a good poke. Damn. Yeah. On 5 credits, I don't expect a res here. Mesny Chestful is the punish, but if Mesny Chestful is if he resists anything on R&D, I go HQ and get like the goods, right? With Info Bounty and all. So yeah, I expect no res here whatsoever. So this is a good R&D run. Carbon comes down and class act. Easy. So we draw Hustle, Revolver's dead, of course. Carpe Hermes. Good cards, good cards. Wall to wall, just the thing. So we go Lockjam the remote. Missed. Okay. And this is where he does a little, yeah. This is fine. Yeah. We hit see HQ mark, but it's like honestly fine. So with Carpe, I know there's a chance, there's a good chance there's a code gate here. So just poke. I suppose, now that I think about it, maybe it's better to side hustle run. Does it change the math? I don't think that changes in the math, right? Side hustle run. Go to 4, go to 7. I still can break Winchester. Yeah, so side hustle was definitely correct. So the play is side hustle, Carpe Diem, bounce, whatever. I have 2 clicks remaining. Yeah, catch you, Andre. Enjoy your stream tonight. I'll try to be there. Then we can like go Getaway Archives for the hustle and for just money in general. And that would bring us down to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, very sloppy play for me tonight. Yeah, this is definitely an auto roll. Oh, I got draw. Is it right? Bounce. Yeah, okay, fine. If I was intended to draw. Yeah, draw is good here because we still need decoder access, and we have like an acceptable discard in the revolver. So draw, we see the unity, which is like good, next to the Mamie, which is not good. We are sad, but we have to take the unity because we can't count on finding the mutual favor. And then we go hustle, getaway, or we can. I don't think we are in danger of getting green mail after we just stole a green mail. So I'm okay with not installing Hermes this turn. We just go hustle, getaway. Tucana flies. See, Tucana flies. Okay, so the Tucana is what clues me in that the first card is the Tucana. Right? We can make that deduction that it's a duplicate, so that informs the pinhole later. The fly swatter is interesting though. Yeah, so the fly swatter is like very superfluous because because the message chef was already on the same server, and like 1 credit tag is not worth paying 2 credits for. So, funnily enough, if we'd done this the other way round, right? We do this the other way round. We go hustle, get away. If we go hustle, get away, we see the fly swatter, and now that we see a fly swatter in archives, we can infer that the ice on HQ is also a token, and therefore it's message chestful, and therefore we don't run because we don't have Unity yet. Okay. Nose itching a little bit. But yeah, that's a interesting deduction. I will note that, I mean, Augustus at this point is like extremely flooded, right? But we're not looking at him right just yet. We are just trying to look at the play. The Hermes is like with this kind of HQ setup, the Hermes install was a death sentence, even though I didn't really know it yet. I know there were agendas in the game. I didn't know the flood was this bad. I thought I was just getting lucky, you know. But yeah, so if I had gone archives first, I could have deduced the messages for HQ. The question is, would it have made sense to go get away archives first? Probably no. We want to poke first, right? Do we want to poke first? Or do we click on draw? We had a Carpe. If we had a Carpe, we just run HQ, yes. I don't think there was a reason to run archives unless we really want to find out what it is that he overinstalled. Very interesting. But I can see like worlds where the question I'm trying to figure out is, did we does it make sense to find out what the overinstalled ice is first before running HQ, which is the mark? And normally I don't think it would make sense under any circumstances, but we have exactly getaway hustle. If we have getaway hustle, then we can't justify this going here. And then if we see the fly setter, we make this deduction and we say we don't need to contest this mest. We don't need to contest the mest, and then we just draw. We will draw the Unity, and then the last click is probably something like we can draw again, discard revolver, something like that, or click for credit, discard revolver. I think install Hermes, discard revolver, install Hermes, something like that. Right, credits are a little bit low, but we have the rig up and info bounty. I think it'll be alright. But I think I can't fault myself for not making the getaway archives play first. Like the information isn't this important on majority of boards, so like there's no reason to believe that we could have made this deduction from this archives run. Okay. Why did I click enter? I'm not in the game. Alright. So still in a really bad spot, honestly speaking, but still trucking along. He does find a hedge fund. So objective number 1 is, make it to hedge fund. Credit, Mando. So he goes. So this turn goes ice archives, advance, go to 4. Oh, install advance. Oh yeah. Hand size. Okay. Fair enough. And of course he's hoping and praying that I don't have decode access, echo decode access. Okay, so it's very unfortunate for him. I have exactly Hermes Unity. Hermes Unity like completely takes apart this board. And I draw chest V, right? Click on draw is I think very justified. I roll HQ mark again, by the way, which is like, oh my god. I can justify going chest V, Unity, run HQ. Just with Hermes. Okay, yeah. Let's think about this just with Unity line. Just with Unity, we go to 2, run HQ, we go to 0. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's not. It's straight up. Oh no, we can. If we want it. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense without the Hermes. It's like net zero. It's like net zero. If I'm on 2 credits, it's net zero. Because I know he's going to re-advance anyway. What the hell else is he going to do this turn, right? Other than re-advance mist. If I pop the counter. Yeah, so... yeah. I think more to the point, now he is on like a reasonable amount of green mail money. So I want to get the Hermes down. And click for credit. This click for credit is not a tell, right? Yeah, it's not a tell, but I mean, I do this because I am on Unity. So in theory, if I really wanted to be safe, I could just not click for this credit and not risk losing it to the mess counter, but I think Aug is not going to pop a mess counter to make me lose a single credit anyway. So I'm good. Okay, but okay, let's draw it as this holy Basado. This is a flood and a half. How many points is this? Jesus. 9 points? 10 points? 10 points in... this is a 44 card deck. Okay, so it is... okay, it is not like that floody. He has gone through like a good number of cards, especially because wall-to-wall. It is floody, but not that floody. Even so, I guess the fact that he had to ice archives, he's had to spread his ice onto a third central has made a big difference here. The Mando tree line is like kind of good here. Tree line is kind of good here. But we go advance. Oh, we go. Huh. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to advance the nest, but this is fine. So I see this installed advanced hedge. He like now his like range on the remote has opened up massively. It's asset upgrade ISO. This is 4 plus 1, 5, 7 strength lockjam. 7 lockjam, 7 tree line is like super not doable. Super not doable. So this is a good push. Of course, he must be aware that if I like, so I know, right, that there's a good chance this is a lockjam, right? The lockjam is like super unbeatable with my current board, which means my plan is to let this go and let Hermes deal with the lockjam before I contest. Alternatively, we go somewhere else and try and get a Hermes bounce on either the remote or the ice. And of course, this is the risk that Auggy has to take in this pot. He knows that Hermes is a blowout, but he doesn't know I have Unity. He's praying I don't have Unity, which unfortunately, yeah, fucking JNet Mark Roller. So I do see this, so this Unity does come down, and I have a transfer, like this is like a really good transfer. Here we go. So he can make me lose this 1 credit, which doesn't seem good, so blah blah blah. I spent out 1 credit. Hit off the books. Okay. So I'm at 3 points, that's good. I will be on 8 credits after this info bounty. So the question now is, do I bounce ice or advanced card? Ice or remote card? So I only bounce the ice if I know that I can't get in here. So 8 credits, it's 7 credits to pay through 3 line with Purupura. Like, I don't think I can justify that, right? I still have to drop this tag. And like, it's not like I'm on game point. I will yeah, I'm not on game point, and I am giving him a Tucana, so I can't justify this, I don't think. Yeah, so I think I'm supposed to bounce the agenda, and like I only bounce the ice on A when there's nothing else to bounce, or B when he is or the bounce is on the score and not the steal, right? Because it like clears it out and lets me contest the next one. So I think bouncing Eminent is correct here. So draw. This one is tough also, right? I think I have to take this boomerang. I think you take the boomerang. Boomerang deals with 3 line, and now you only have 1 problem ice to deal with. Yeah, there we go. It sucks that you have to bottom a gamble. We've had like some really unfortunate class act choices. But that's a sign of putting good cards in the deck, right? So can't complain that much. We draw again and clear tag. Draw another transfer that's super good. Given that HQ is this soft now. HQ is 1, 2, 3, 4 credits to go in after discounting chest fee, and you will make 6. Okay, so I mean, yeah, in theory it's not good once you count the nested chest flow and having to clear the tag, but you are still stripping credits from the court, and sometimes you have info bounty. So he's going again. He's going again. And he advances archives. So Mark is back to archives. So draw. Is this draw correct? Because I still have the option of just running archives first. So the thing's Aug is on 8 credits. 8 credits, you can't rest both archives and remote. You can't rest both archives and remote, so I am reasonably certain this archives one is going to go through. If you rest this mess, I am taking my info bounty money anyway because Unity just vid. And then you can't rest remote, and I just boomerang get in. And he must assume I have boomerang access. Yeah. So I know that means he can't rest archives. He can't rest archives. So I will get this free click. But I do know that, again, the same calculus applies, right? We do know we can't get into the remote. So we draw. So the plan here is just to find multi-access, right? Twinning Wake. We don't find it, but we do find Carpe Diem. Good clickless money. Here we go. We could have drawn again, honestly. But I think here we still want to represent threatening the remote, and like maybe we don't know that this is a Zato yet, right? And we want to we want to beat Managam. We need to beat Skunk cleanly. So we just take this, we take our money, draw. So this is a nice gamble. We draw again, and yeah, so this is why you always draw first before doing a thing. We drew pinhole, and now we know we made the read earlier that Tucana was the first upgrade in row because we saw this duplicate discard earlier, which when it would easily have gone in, right? So we know that we have a strong read that this is a Tucana. We send it here because we know we can't stop this score. Now Aug is down one ice and he's down another ice because this Eminent is going to get scored. He will get a Biawak on the remote, but it has to go on the remote because the Lockgem is going back to hand. So we force the Biawak to get on the remote. There goes the Biawak. We bounce Lockgem as we discussed. Was there an argument to bounce like the Zato or Mest and just say we never run? Okay, so if we never run the remote ever, we don't need to bounce the Zato. Maybe we bounce Mest. Maybe we justify that, and we say we keep the Lockgem on the remote because we are never going there. But I think it's reasonable to think that we are going back at some point because we have Carmen Game Dragon. And we have Boomerang for tree line. If it was a Lockgem behind the Biawak, different story, right? Yeah, okay. Oh my god, it was SDS instead of N. What the heck is this? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Is this right? Is this right? SDS, I mean, it's like kind of sort of reasonably secure. I'm on only 10 credits. Okay, technically I'm only 10 credits, but my next one I burst to 16, so that is worth pointing out. How is this SDS getting scored? Jesus. Was the plan to like Lockgem over tree line it? That's so sus. I don't know about this one, brother. Discards the end. Oh my god. It's so ballsy. Okay, Marcus R&D, first time this game. We really want to find a twin, so we will click on draw. I knew it. I mean, I just realized that, I'm talking through like the actions when, you can see at the bottom bar what the actions actually are, but I promise I'm not actually looking at it. I'm just thinking out loud what I would do in this position. And good to know that, I would do the same thing as I would have done an hour ago. So, draw Gamble Transfer. This is interesting. We have Gamble Transfer in hand already. On this board state, I think like attacking the credit total is like really good. So we probably take the third transfer. There we go. So still no twinning. Twinning is like bottom. I can't remember how many classic bottoms have we gotten. 5. We haven't had a shuffle yet, so it's like 14 cards to find Twinning Wick. We should get it in another 3 class act clicks or something to that effect. But I don't think I want to make this run now because side hustle will pop and I don't want to have to overdraw more, discard more than this revolver, right? Do I ever... So there is an argument to go transfer now. I transfer now, drop the tag, run R&D, clicklessly, blah blah blah. And this is not for any like value, but this is just like a time walk, right? Because I know, like for all I know, this could be another Eminent, right? And if I go transfer, he goes and he scores down to 0. I'm like super okay with that. Yeah. The downside is if I transfer and there's a chance he can duck if this is like Anthill plus. Yeah, so the funny thing is if it was Anthill Zato, he can just completely duck this transfer that's incoming. Come on out. I mean he wasn't playing around it. I don't think on this board are you supposed to duck? Are you supposed to play around ducking second transfer? Probably. I think the Anthill is like super good. What am I missing? I guess he thinks it's like it's weak to second pin note, which I respect, but I think you just have to try. Yeah, this is a good transfer, right? I think I'm talking myself into this, even though there's a mess counter. Yeah, there we go. Bringing them to, and we rip an above the law, which is like definitely not what we want to see. So we bounce the SDS, and yeah, all this hard work has been undone. So notably, if it was the Anthill, he could have pre-rest. I don't steal any money. Of course, he goes to 0, but I bounce Archives Ice instead. I suppose there were odds on me hitting the SDS instead of the Anthill if I had, because he would have discarded something else instead of the Anthill. Okay. So I draw Bravado off of the the side hustle. So I think this is an easy Bravado R&D. This is a 6 credit clickless. Access a spin. Let's just get rid of that. 6 credits clickless, right? 3 plus 1 plus 2, 6. Yeah. Kill the spin. Draw, clear tag, discard revolver. Which your favorite? Whatever, same thing. We're still trying to find multi-access. 20 credits. Okay, seamless launch. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, obviously, in this kind of deck. And then Auggy decides, you know, like we are losing so hard already, we gotta try and push it. So the thing is, it's like super hard because he knows I have, like, I can kill it on board. Like, I run the remote, break the Biawak. He tree lines, break the Biawak. He Zato's tree line. I don't think there's a way that I don't think there's a way that exists. Like even if I don't have boomerang access, I don't think he has enough. I think if I have enough clicks to get in. But I mean, I respect the hustle. You know? It's not advance. He has to advance once, yeah, mandatory. So, I mean, this could be clearinghouse, but there's no fucking shot. He pushes a clearinghouse on 5 credits, right? So mark this archives, whatever, easy run. So I see the Anthill, yeah. I remember thinking like, where does Anthill come from? And it turns out he discarded it. On the turn, he installed something else in the remote, which is like shocking. Like I think I would have been so shocked if I had seen this discard, if I had remembered where this discard came from. That boomerang tree line is obvious here. So yeah, right now it's just a question of mathematics. I think I beat everything. I didn't get the chance to install this Game Dragon, but really I got a credit total where it doesn't matter too much. And I do call up the Zato. So Biawak kills the Kurupira. It's fine, I have boomerang. So this would have been a problem if the rear eyes was locked gem, but it is not. Funny enough, he could still get me here if I didn't have a click. But I have more than a click, I have 2 clicks. Look. Yes. Yeah, he was like quite flooded. I could have choked him a lot better, but the wall-to-wall let him get back into the game. Unicard success 7, but I don't think this is like really representative. I made a lot of runs. So this was a runner split. Decent set. Decent set. Yeah, this was pretty fun. I really want to be. I really want to be doing more. What is happening here? Bitrate issues. I don't think I care that much. Okay. Yeah. I really enjoy doing like replay reviews like this, and if you have watched the recent King's Court broadcast, podcast I should say, with like where the King and Aksu brought me on, I did mention a couple of times I was thinking about doing like replay content. This is like the first bit of it, and I have been like strongly considering doing like replays from other people, like replay submissions, and like ideally this is like a way for a way for me to like shall we say like fund like my Netrunner travel this year. I can't speak for whether I'll be going to Worlds yet, but I'm definitely going to at least APAC Continentals in Sydney. So I'm still like figuring out like how that's gonna work, if if people are even interested in like paying for like replay analysis. I should say like replay analysis like on this channel, right? Because like sometimes you want to do that kind of thing, but you don't want it to be public. But I think, I mean, it's a public service at the same time. It's not just benefiting like you or benefiting me. It's like I think it's good. I think it's good if everyone gets better at the game together. In terms of like replay anonymization, I think XDG has like come up with a tool to help out with that. So I will check in with him on that, if it's even possible. But yeah, I think that's all for me for today. Stay tuned for updates on that. I should probably like I engage with like my YouTube channel more often than I have recently. It's only been like this stream, and before that the Elevation review stuff. Yeah. I think that's all. It's like 1:40 AM. I probably should get to sleep. I will catch you all hopefully sooner rather than later. You know. Same old. Stay hydrated. Always be running. See you all soon.